Welcome back to the kitchen. So now we're going to do some beautiful Dublin Bay prawns. We're going to cook that in some water that is seasoned with salt, some nice sea salt, a baleen sea salt, and then flavoured with some celery that we just throw in there, some fresh lemon juice. I'll put some in now and some in later. Got plenty of salt, make it salty like the sea. And then we're going to just tip in the prawns. Tip in the prawns and make sure that they're completely immersed. Always have plenty of water because you don't want the mean temperature of the whole pot of water to be dropped by the volume of prawns that you put in there. And we just cook that off for a few minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Then when we're finished, we're going to serve it with a Mary Rose, sauce Mary Rose, a drawn butter, just melted butter with lemon juice and a little bit of lemon rind. And then we're going to serve it with some crusty fresh sourdough that we just baked here today. And then to give it a Mediterranean gloss, some focaccia. So it's very important when the Slither moms are taking their children out for a picnic lunch in Croke Park to make sure that they don't drop their focaccia. Yes, there you are. Here we go. We cooked them for 5 minutes. And it would actually be less if I'd had more water in there. But you can see that it's just coming back to the boil. I don't want to have a fast running boil on it. It's just coming back to the boil. And you can see that there's a little bit of fuzz beginning to come to the surface. And we can negate that with put a little bit more lemon juice into it. And then the lemon juice, the acid in the lemon juice, prevents the coagulation of the albumin, which just makes them look neater and shinier when you go to present them. Okay, so if this lad was sitting in a in a free body of water, of this water, he would actually be floating. They don't have to float, but if you do see them floating, it's a definite indication that they are cooked. So in this case it was 5 minutes, but look at the volume of water, look at the volume of prawns. Now Christian, if you could tip that out. And what Christian is going to do is he's going to put it into a colander, just pour it into a colander, drain off the water, and then pour it straight into a bowl, and we're ready to go. Now I don't believe in having to present these prawns, the langoustines, cooked and hot, served on the table. This is something that's it's a leisurely activity. It's something that is done between conversations and having a glass of wine and telling lies and so forth. So we serve it hot if we can, as much as we can, and then we just eat it at our leisure. And when you have the sauce Mary Rose and you have the drawn butter and your nice focaccia and your sourdough bread, this is all for soaking things up and for really enjoying the flavour. And don't be afraid to suck the shells, because there's plenty of flavour left in those shells. So this is quite hot now, so you have to bear with my tender fingers because they are quite hot. If I can, I would like to keep those shells for a stock. So that, to me, is a beautifully cooked Dublin Bay prawn. And just to prove that you can eat it, I'm going to just pour a little bit of lemon butter on. Oh, that is so good. And some focaccia. Fantastic. And what else can we do? But wash it down with a lovely, light, summery, full of flowers of summer Pinot Grigio.